Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod and this is part 11 of Doom on the PlayStation 4, and it's the mission and level called Titan's Realm. Yes, they actually share the name, which is not very common in video games, specifically first-person shooters. I know there's a few in Halo, but most of them share different mission names. By the way, this is a data log. You want to get it before, the start at the start level here. Annoying, I can't remember if it's this one or the next one. I think it's this one. There's a data log right at the end that I miss. And it's really annoying because I was watching Macca's guide and he was like, don't miss this because it's really easy to miss it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to. And then I did. So I'm going to have to replay this level if I want to get all the data logs. You want to be careful with these guys, the cacodemons. They're going to attack you almost immediately as soon as you fall down here. Basically, they're like gassed from Minecraft, aren't they? Really. Wonder if that's where the inspiration came from. But yeah, I'm using the plasma rifle here to get them, which really I should be. You can't really get them to do the glory kill on them, which kind of sucks. But yeah. So these next two levels, the levels this week, we've got Titan's Realm, and what's the one that we got? I can't remember what the name of the level is, but we've got it's the Necropolis. The Necropolis? Yeah, I think that's how that's pronounced. There's a Mancubus up there, by the way. You want to be careful with him. And another cacodemon. But yeah. Which I really should have been focusing on him rather than the Mancubus, but whatever. I was actually trying to go for the heavy assault rifle, but I actually ended up getting the chain gun there by mistake. That's the issue with analog sticks. Sometimes you can't get the exact perfect thing. They like sort of flick up, which is kind of annoying. Well, actually, that really only seems to happen to me on PlayStation. That's not really a thing that. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think it's happened a couple of times on San Andreas. So maybe it is an analog stick issue and not a PlayStation analog stick issue. We've got some lost souls here that we want to, shoot. If you shoot them with the shotgun here and then make them land on another one and explode it, that is actually a challenge. This is probably the best place to do it, but there's another area a little bit further on that I actually managed to get it on. Didn't actually manage to do it here. We've got some more cacodemons to deal with. And that was my phone going in the background, if you heard that. BBC breaking news notification, so that's going to be completely out of date by the time you see this, so I'm not going to bother reading it. You can see there's a sort of thing down there that I missed when I was actually playing, until I got to the bit in Macca's guide where he was telling me about it. But yeah, there's a hidden switch there that opens something behind there. That's that door in front of us. But I was just getting these health pickups, which is kind of annoying because they were only they were only giving you 5, which kind of sucks. Now you want to be careful here because that is toxic gas, so that will lower your health. But yeah, and what's also annoying is when you hit it and it doesn't work. It's when you're in toxic gas. That's the worst thing. It's annoying any time in the game when you press R3 or the right stick on Xbox and it doesn't seem to do anything. But yeah, there's an elite guard here. And I can't remember if there was no, there's not a data log here. I was wondering, was there anything else? I don't think so. If there was, it was just armor or whatever. Nothing that you need that stuff, but nothing that, it's elsewhere on the level as well. But yeah, we're going through here. This is where I got my my Lost Soul challenge thing here. Waiting for one of them to come towards me. There we go. Can't believe I missed that shot, but then I did that and blew it up and trick shot. There we go. We did it. Now I can't remember what the other two I only filmed this yesterday. I finished the entire game and done all 4 of the the last 4 levels, and yet somehow I've managed. I think that's the reason. Because I did so many at once, basically just finishing the game. It's I forgot what challenges and stuff were in each one. It also means I have 3 hours and 30 minutes of recording to do, like the commentary, which is always. If you think I'm running out of things to say in this one, wait till you see. I mean, I might do a little bit of a break, to be honest, between them. Not going to do it all in one go. My voice would absolutely kill me. And also, you know, you got to eat and drink. But I've also got some Galgun to like commentary to do as well, which is kind of fun. I don't know if I mentioned it during Galgun or if I've mentioned it during this, or if I've even mentioned it at all. If it's just something that I've just thought internally, but it's kind of funny if you think about it. The two games that I'm doing the commentary after the fact on are, well, they're both PS4 games, but there's nothing, you know, weird about that. I mean, that's happened with like 360 and Xbox One games before. Even if I'm counting games where I had to do the, you know, where it's one episode where I've had to do the commentary after the fact. What's weird is that Doom, obviously, and Galgun, they're both feature demons. I mean, of course, Galgun features angels, and it also features, you know, girls, you know, you shooting girls because they're trying to get with you, but which is the complete opposite of Doom, but still, yeah, it's kind of funny that they both featured demons, and they're both on the PS4. Now, you will have seen this as well in the not in the commentary, in the game collection update video that I mean, I haven't recorded it yet, just in case I get some other games, because I'm recording this in December 2022, so what you're actually seeing here is me finishing a game before the first episode's actually come out, because when does the first episode... I know I finished Halo after I became RobtheMod, Halo Infinite, after I became RobtheMod, like when I'd actually scheduled that, which, if you don't know what happened there, what we were going to do, because this channel used to be called The Insane Gamers, and it was me and a couple of other people, and over the years, you know, others have left, don't make content anymore, and I was like, well, if I'm the only one left, there's no point the introduction to be, oh, I'm Rob and I'm from The Insane Gamers, because there's no one else in The Insane Gamers. So I was like, well, if I'm the only one doing stuff on the channel, you know, technically my channel, I asked, you know, the people involved in the channel if they minded. They didn't, you know. So the channel got renamed, and yeah, it became RobtheMod. And but my plan was that this was going to happen on New Year's Day, 2023 is you know, that was my plan. Rename it, and it would have been, you know, perfect timing. And then YouTube did this thing where they were like, oh, by the way, we're changing how YouTube names work, by the way, now. We're going to do these things called handles, and, you know, it's going to work more like TikTok, and you're going to have, like, an @ before your name and stuff. Which is alright, you know, it means, because the issue with YouTube was that everyone would have, because it was all linked to, like, the way YouTube worked back in the day, it was everyone had a, you know, an individual username, and that made complete sense. And then YouTube were like, or Google, I should say, were like, oh, we're going to link this up with Google+. Remember that? The social network that no one ever used? Anyway, they were like, yeah, we're going to link it up with Google+. And of course, with it being a social network, it meant that anyone could, you know, there'd be two businesses that would have the same name, or two people that would have the same name. You know, you think of how common, like, a name like John Smith is, or, you know, whatever. So, it'd be like, oh, well, no one can, you know, people have got to have different names. And then that's what, you know. Oh, and now someone's car alarm's going off outside. So if you can hear that, I apologise. I'm not... Oh, it's immediately stopped. That's perfect. So, well, anyway, yeah, so they linked it in with Google Plus, and then it meant that everyone, you could have the same name, which of course meant you had the slight issue of basically you could there'd be multiple channels called Insane Gamers, but also someone could make a fake version of your channel and scam people, and people would complain about this. So now YouTube have, they've done this handles thing, and it's great, and it means that you can have individual usernames again. It's great, but the slight issue is that they did it in was it October or November? I think it was October actually, and obviously that kind of ruined the plan because we'd all scheduled this. Anyway, you got to go through that teleporting thing here. This takes you into this area, so you want to be careful. Well, not careful. You want to memorize this location here. There's a doll there, but you got to kill all the enemies in here before that will open. So now you know where that is. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is a whole thing with YouTube handles. So yes, technically I finished Halo Infinite as RobtheMod, but what I'm trying to work out is, did I actually finish it when I was actually supposed to become RobtheMod? Let's look at Halo Infinite, because it just says when I uploaded it. Sure all, come on, tell me. Yes, they're scheduled to go on the 10th of January. So yes, I finished. The final of Halo Infinite is the 10th of January. I mean, you'll know that it came out then, but yes, I finished I finished Halo Infinite as RobtheMod. How did I even get onto this? I can't remember. It's obviously something. But yeah, I think this is the first game where... Oh, that was it. I was trying to work out if I'd finished... if I would finish Doom before the first episode came out. Of which the answer is yes. But this is the first game that I finished as RobtheMod. From start to finish. Speaking of Halo, one thing that if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know that when I did Halo, I would immediately move on to Halo, the next one. Obviously I went Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, whatever. Right, that's not what we'll be doing here with Doom. As much as I am enjoying Doom, and I enjoyed it, I've recorded a couple of other games that I didn't have time to upload. There was just some games I wanted to play or games I wanted to finish before. So I've finished them, and one of them, and that's gonna. It was a game that was already on the channel, and I sort of put it on hiatus, and now it's coming back, and that's what's going to replace Doom. And then once that's finished, Doom Eternal will actually replace that. That's what I'm saying basically. Yeah, that's the thing. There's games I want to play, but there's sometimes some games are too long. I mean, GTA, for example. They're going to be 100 each because there's 100 missions in the game, and I do each. In fact, some of them might even be longer because if I do side missions or anything like that. But yeah, they're really long, if you know what I mean. So even if I was doing it twice a week like I do, if I was starting that game, you know what would be happening? It'd be 50 weeks still. So that'd still be a year. So there's some games I want to do that I've pre-recorded. Basically, I'm playing them at the same time, but they're going to come out, months later than after I recorded them. But still, it's because you do get a little bit bored playing the same games week in, week out. That is the slight issue with YouTube. I love it, but at the same time, it is sort of annoying in the fact that you're doing a let's play. You want if I was just playing this game by myself, if I was this is the thing. I like how I said that a couple of times now, but yeah, you're doing something and you're like, oh, I'm playing this because I want to play it, and then also at the same time it's like, well, I want to finish it so I don't let the audience down. But it also means that, like, if I was just doing this by myself, I could put it on a break and I could come back to it, you know, like 3 months later. But you can't do that when you're doing YouTube, if you know what I mean. Like, because there'll be people, like, unless you say, oh, I'm putting said game on a hiatus, you know, people will be like, well, where's this game? And then the other issue there is that, like, if you put a game on a hiatus, people might not come back. Like, the game that's replacing this, it's been a very long time since there was a video on the channel. Like, there may be people that subscribe specifically for that game. I'm not going to tell you what it is until the last episode, but yeah, there may be people that subscribe just for that game, and then they had no hope that it was coming back. I mean, I'll tell you what, it's a game that has multiple entries in the series, so yeah. And also, I said basically you'll know what it is from a. Well, no, it's not that game, but it is in. I tell you what, it's in the game collection update. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you've literally got like 2 weeks until you find out what it is. And you'll probably be able to figure it out from the playlists names changing. Because you get stuff like... Because I don't know if you know, if you click on the YouTube playlists, they're linked below in the description for the game that I'm doing. But if you click on the actual... If you go on the channel and you click on the playlist function there, obviously you get access to all the different playlists and all the different games. So I label which ones I'm playing through, which ones are finished, and which ones are on hiatus. So actually, but the thing is, obviously I have to change that. A, when I finish game, or B, when something comes back, or you know, or if something goes on hiatus or whatever. There's a little secret here. There's another Doom doll. You saw me get the one earlier. I mean, this is the thing that sort of, it doesn't annoy me, but it's. I also love how that lost soul sort of got stuck there. Speaking of getting stuck, oh, you'll see it on next week's first episode of Doom. There's a little glitch in this game. Apparently, it's not even fixed in Doom Eternal, which kind of annoys me. Like, come on, Bethesda. Like, if it was happening in this game, you could definitely like. I looked it up and it was like, oh, there's, you know, there was people going, oh, like it was happening in this game, and Bethesda were like, oh, we're not gonna fix it because it's only a campaign issue. I'm like, okay, fair enough, but if you're gonna do that, at least with Doom Eternal, can you fix it? You know, but apparently they haven't. There's like a little glitch in this game sometimes where enemies can get stuck in the wall. They spawn in and they spawn into a wall. It happens with imps, I think, mostly because they can climb up the wall, so they can technically go through a little bit of geometry that's, you know, and that's the issue. Well, yeah, that's what happens in the first episode next week. I get to this bit where basically I can't continue, and I have to restart that section. Now you want to be careful that when you activate that, obviously it's going to make this fall, so you want to hide, not get crushed. Which I obviously would have put you back to a checkpoint, but yeah, it just opens this. I mean, it's really not that difficult to avoid that. Now, if you come down here, I'm actually going to go back to, you know, doing commentary on the game. You got invulnerability here, so you're alright. Probably not the best idea, actually, to do that. I don't know what juicing it up is for. I should look that up on True Trophies. But there's an elite guard there, if you notice. I was trying to get it before I was hurt, but I actually think that like when you do those animations, it sort of protects you. But it might just be where I'm stood, to be honest. But the thing is, when you activate that, Mancubus comes out, and then I was like, oh, I'm so busy focusing on the Mancubus here that I didn't actually know that some Pinkies came out here. There's actually 2 of them. It might even be 3. I think if I kill this one, like 2 more spawn. I could be wrong there. There we go. I killed that one. Yeah, I think 2 more spawn in a second. No, it's another Mancubus spawns in, definitely. This was a slightly annoying thing about this game. Like, I mean, I know we're getting towards the end game and stuff, but there's just these, like, the battles take, like, the amount of bullets some of the enemies take, and the, the amount of enemies. Like, on the last level, it's ridiculous. It's, like, there's one thing, there's a rune you can get, Rich Get Richer, which is where you get 100 armor, and you basically have infinite ammo, and I was basically just having to use that to get through the some of the battles towards the end. It's like ridiculous the amount of I mean, look, how many bullets from the super shotgun was this Pinky taking here? I mean, I know this is the normal shotgun, but still, like, it took like 3 bullets from the normal shotgun and 3 from the... And it didn't even die. That was the worst thing. But there we go. We got through. That opens this door, which you can easily miss. Here's an ardent cell. So this should be the second to last one of the game. And then once we do that, we actually get another trophy or achievement, depending on what system you're playing on. There's nothing really else in this room. Oh, no, actually, I was wrong there. There is a data log, which gives us information on the Pinky. But yeah, I was going to look up what that trophy was. What was it? Juicing it up? No, I don't want to go on true achievements. I want to go on true trophies. Here we go. Juicing it up trophy. What's it for? Kill 150 enemies while using power-ups. Right. Well, now you know. So that's an achievement or trophy you can get. I don't think I got that animation on the Mancubus before. I was just watching it there. I was like, I don't think I've done that throughout the entire playthrough before. I was ripping off the back of it, wasn't I? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone will go back through and be like, oh, it happened on episode on part 6 or whatever. I don't know, but I don't think that happened. I've definitely seen that one before, but yeah, I don't think with that animation with the Mancubus, I don't think I've seen. But yeah, if you think there's too many enemies here, it's absolutely ridiculous. Even further on as we go, there'll be bits where you'll be like, seriously, can you when I was looking at Macca's guide, because obviously he does the full thing, YouTube, as you're clicking along on the video, it tells you where people have been clicking to skip along. And, early on in the video, you're seeing how many people are watching at that point. If you don't know, that's a thing at the bottom of the screen. If you hover over, it's only on PC, I think, on desktop. Well, not on. It'll be on laptops as well, but it's not on the mobile version, I don't think. But it's if you hover over the play bars that's going along, it tells you, where people skipping to in the video or whatever. And I was watching it as I was clicking around, because I was doing it myself. I was like, Jesus, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to like watch this battle that I'm actually doing as I'm playing it. So I could see where the people were clicking as I was doing it, and it's just like the watch time. You get loads at the start of the video, as he early on, in the early episodes, you get like consistent watch time along. And as the game was progressing, you get the watch time go at the start, and it'd dip as soon as you get to a battle, and you'd see and then about 4 minutes later, the watch time would go way back up again, and it's basically from people skipping the battle, because it's like, well, that's way too long. I can only imagine what it's like on the really hard difficulties as well. But yeah, when the YouTube audience are specifically finding the videos of the game to I mean, I know YouTube and actually playing the game are completely different, but still, when the YouTube audience are specifically searching for the game, because presumably they're playing it, it's a walkthrough, yeah? Right? When they're skipping, maybe the battles are too long. But of course, Bethesda won't really care, because, it's game sales and YouTube views don't equal game sales, so, whatever. But we finally killed everything here, I'm pretty sure. Thank God. Now, how do you actually get through this? You actually have to go up this thing and then activate this switch. Yes. That is how you get through that. Now, things, if you go back here, you will get a lever. Of course, this loads up the secret Doom level. Which, the way you get to that is kind of annoying, because it means you have to go all the way back down here, back into this toxic stuff. And then there. I mean, luckily it's right there. But, yeah, that's a secret, so... Don't know why this door was... There we go, because I wasn't looking at the thing. But it's kind of ironic that it's got loads of toxic waste barrels, but... Yeah, I was trying to see if there was any health or anything, which there is. There we go. And presumably that's where you actually go if you want to actually play the old level of Doom. But still, we're leaving. Oh, we're getting that health first, which it's kind of annoying that you get that health and then it lowers it anyway, because it's in this area with loads of toxic waste. But okay, whatever. Anyway, we're going back through this door. No, there's another portal there that we're trying to get through. This is going to be another battle. You get this blue skull, and you think, oh, I can just go back through the door. No, the door's going to close as soon as you go over there. Sorry, I could feel a cough coming along there, so I sort of had to end the recording. That's why I was stumbling over my words a little bit. But yeah, I ended up dying during this battle, because... Well, it wasn't even these guys, these spectres, that's what these invisible pinkies are called, if you didn't know. But, also the slightly annoying thing with those guys is you can't actually tell when they go into the mode where you can, glory kill mode. I almost forgot what that was called then, somehow. Yeah, you can't tell when they go into glory... Maybe they can't be glory killed, I don't know. But... I'll have to look that up between episodes, but yeah, I don't think you can glory kill them, which kind of sucks. Well, we've got some more lost souls. I like how I shot the one that wasn't actually bothered about me. But I was going to say this is the last battle of the game, and it's actually not. There's one more battle, I think, after this. Judging by the length of the video. But I think that one's a little bit easier than this one, because this one, it spawns a couple of mancubuses in. Mancubuses aren't that difficult, but they can be if the they can be difficult if if you're in a corner. I think really it's there we go. There's some cocodemons as well. Lovely. They're my least favourite of all of them, because whatever they like whatever they're firing at you, it just takes off an absolute chunk of your health. They're the worst. That, and I think is it Hell Knights or Hellraisers? Whatever the ones are that run towards you and do the pound like the bloody brutes from Halo. There's a Mancubus. See, it wasn't that difficult. Especially when you rocket launch at them. There we go. Literally glory kill them. Make them explode. God, can you imagine Mancubuses if they actually like exploded? Like that? That would be just having to run away from them, like back away from them because they explode. I should have glory killed him instead of actually firing that rocket, but I won't. And then, as you can see, there's basically a hell. No, they're not a Hell Knight. A Baron of Hell. That's what they're called. I just BFG'd them because I was like, I can't bother dealing with you, mate. That's how I died the first time. I had like the Mancubus, Cockademon, and the Baron of Hell firing at me at once, and I was like, and it just essentially got killed, and that's how I died. What's actually funny is that I'm complaining about the game getting like harder in the amount of enemies, but what's also kind of funny is that the last level of the game, aside from a really stupid death that I'm not counting, because it was me changing my rune. I had to change my rune when I got stuck on that other one. On the second to last level. For better mobility. And I wasn't used to it, because obviously I haven't been playing throughout the game with it. So I got to that. On the last level, I sort of like fell off the edge of a thing once, right at the start. So I'm not really counting it for that reason. But also, yeah, that's basically it. I fell off, and then I died during the boss battle right at the end of the game. But aside from that, I got through that level basically without dying, which is actually surprising. Like, yes, technically I died twice, but still, it was absolutely surprising that I managed to get through the boss battle and basically the entire level and without dying. Like, I died at the boss battle, but that was it. Apart from like a stupid bit where I got a rune that gives you increased mobility in the air, and I sort of went to land and I slipped off the edge. So I'm not counting that. That was, I mean, if you want to count that and you want to say I didn't get through the final level without dying, then that's up to you. But personally, myself, I'm saying I got through the level because I'm not counting the boss battle, because you're expected to die during boss battles at the start, because you're not supposed to, you know. You have to work out the boss's patterns and whatever. And also, like, slipping off the edge because your rune was changed and you didn't intend to do that because of some stupid glitch in the previous level is just... That's why I'm counting it like that. If you don't want to, that's fine. I completely understand why people wouldn't, but still, it's what I'm personally doing. Anyway, as you could see, we had like infinite ammo for a bit, and then we didn't, because you know, you take enough hits and then your health goes away, or your armor goes away, and then you're basically screwed. Also, I can't be bothered dealing with the Barons of Hell, so I just end up using like the BFG on them. Really, just cannot be bothered with them. Anyway, you put the blue skull in here. This is where you need to be very, very careful and avoid the and get the data log. You'll see it pop up. Like, I go over it and I just the R3 thing. Anyway, I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 11 of Doom on the PlayStation 4. I will see you later in the week for more. Ta-ra.